Welcome everybody to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another Transformers review. Today's figure is Age of the Prime's Jalopy. So, this figure is completely new to my knowledge. He is a Junkion, if you couldn't already notice. He is pretty cool. He uses the same mold that Legacy Lockdown uses, as well as a couple other figures. So we're just going to go into the figure, starting off with the look. So, head is something, for sure. Unfortunately, at the back, it is hollow, which I don't care for, but, you know, it's not that bad. He's got a nice Autobot symbol at the front there. He's got kind of like a grill thing going on. He's got pretty nice feet, although at the back they're kind of long, but it's kind of like gives off slingshot vibes. He has some pretty tall shoulders as well, some nice looking arms. Going around back here, we have a little bit of a backpack. If we take off these extra bits here or there, it's not nearly as much of a backpack though. So if you do take those off, which is your choice, it looks a little bit better, and for some people at least. You also have some removable exhaust pipes here, which are pretty nice. But yeah, pretty good figure. So let's get into the articulation. So, articulation, head can turn 360 degrees. Unfortunately, no looking up or down. So, we also have some nice articulation at the shoulders. Gotta get it a little bit farther, though, in order to actually use its full potential. Can swing the arms around. Got a nice bicep swivel, as well as a elbow bend. It's a little pretty far elbow bend. It's a little bit more than 90 degrees. The hands can also turn. You can turn them 360 degrees. However, I'm not going to do that because I'm afraid of them falling off, kind of. And as for the waist, you do have a waist rotation. One of the few figures. I'm just joking. I was about to say one of the few figures for Age of the Primes, but that would be a joke. We also have a nice go outward for the leg, forward, and a backward. And then you also have a joint here for the knee, as well as a roughly 90-degree knee bend, as well as an ankle tilt. And you can put it back, and you can put it forward. So yeah, pretty nice articulation. So, the gimmick for this figure, and just the general figures of this type that use this mold, is the fact you can rip off his arms, as well as his lower legs. Make him a little small boy. So, the idea with this is that if you own other Junkions, you can actually attach other parts to this. For example here, I have Retgar, one of the other new figures for the wave. If you want, you can attach these guys here. He looks a little bit stupid, but you could do that. It's a cool feature. I just don't care for it too much. I think it's a fun concept though. But yeah, I think it's a good feature. Like I said, overall, not my favorite though, because it's it kind of doesn't help a lot with the stability of the figure, and it kind of falls off a lot during transformation. Speaking of something, we should actually go into the good old size comparisons for this guy. So if you already know what Lockdown's how tall Lockdown is relative to everyone else, or Legacy Lockdown specifically, you'll know how tall this guy is. But we're going to show it anyway for people who don't have Legacy Lockdown or have not seen a video of him. So, this is him next to Retgar, his wave mate. And the other figure I'm showing is Studio Series 86 Scrap Heap. Both Junkions, those are the only other two Junkions I have. I do have Junk Heap, however, he is the same size pretty much as Scrap Heap, so I'm not going to go into that. Anyway, let's get this bad boy transformed. We're going to start off by ripping all this stuff off of him, because we need room. So, yeah. Just rip those parts off, like that. Flip these doors out, as they're already doing. Now, I'm going to do this a little bit differently from most. So, we're going to rip the arms out like that. Put the figure to the side. Then we're going to want to put these in like that. Then we're going to want to turn it 90 degrees. Turn this 90 degrees to where these two are facing the same direction. Push this in like that. You got your first arm. For your second arm, you do the same thing, except reversed, or not reversed, but on a different side. And then you do that. We got our arms, our arms here. So we're going to wait to connect these because you can connect these, but we're going to wait on that. So you bring this out like that on the ends. There we go. A little bit stiff of a joint. There we go. So you bring that out, flip this down, flip this up into the part of the car, or front part of the car, or not, no, the window. Then we grab these, push those into there until we see that that's aligned. Do the same on the other side. Grab these, push those in together like that. Flip the torso. Oh wait, no, we already did that. And then, if I can remember my own steps, push that in like that. Tap this in like that. And then grab this, push this like that. Now we got the front of the car. So a little bit of a mess here, but we're gonna want to push these in like that, about that much, to where they're about roughly 45 degrees from, or 45 degrees out, like that. You might, or at least around that area. Then we're going to want to bring both of these into we're going to tap the arms back in. So like that, it's going to push it out, but we're going to fix that in a second here. So make sure everything's tabbed in properly and nice and connected. Then do the same on the other side, and then tab this in like that. You're going to hear a tap. And then we're going to make sure everything is connected in here. You may notice here, this is disconnected. So, that. Okay, so, make sure, like I said, make sure everything's connected. Okay, yep, there we go. That should, okay, I am having troubles. There we go. That should be good. All right. Okay, so then we have this. Car is almost complete. Now we have all these extra pieces to deal with. The front, and then starting with the engine, we're gonna want to bring these together like that, and then put it in the car. Grab these two things here, connect them together, put them on the car. Oh. Grab the wheel here. Put it on the car. Spin it around. I don't know why I did that. Grab this. Put it on the car. Spin this around. Put this on the car. So, a little bit. We now have the car mode. Pretty nice looking, I'd argue. It's basically lockdown is what it is. It uses the lockdown mold. So, or not the lockdown mold, because actually lockdown was the second person to use it, or second figure to use it. But yeah, I think this is a good alt mode. I like it. Feels nice and stable. It doesn't feel like it'll break up over time. Feels good. I actually now, with this figure, having this figure, I do want to get the lockdown figure, so I'm going to get that. But let's actually go into another thing about this guy. So, we're going to rip this off once again. Boom. I will do the same or similar thing with Retgar when I review him. But let's grab this guy back, rip that same things out, and now, if it let me, there we go. Little goofy car, as they call it. All right. Yeah, this is a. If you're really that desperate to get your play value out of this guy, this is what you want. Oh my gosh, it looks so stupid. But with Retgar, there's a couple more opportunities you can use. Unfortunately, nothing else on Retgar can actually come off of him. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But I think he's good nonetheless. If you really want to, I think you could probably end up making like a big fat, like, I've seen this thing with Jalopy now being out. I've seen like a T-Rex sort of thing or like a big like combiner like thing going on. So if you want to search that up, like Junkion combiner, let's search that. But anyway, that is the video. I will see you guys later. Bye.